A man complains of living with his wife without any form of intimacy for several months. He has thoughts of stepping out. How long is too long?
If a woman is weaponizing sex,
Yeah.
I think at that point, after 2 months, you're a free agent.
After 2 months.
You're a free agent.
I feel if your woman doesn't want to give you now, tell her I'll go outside now. So like I always say, despite the fact that sex doesn't actually keep people,
Yeah.
but still it's a huge incentive.
And I take exception to you calling it an incentive. Sex is not and should not be an incentive. The whole essence of sex is an expression of a type of, emotional connection with your
Yeah.
partner. If any lady, if any woman who is your
wife.
legal wife
Yeah.
tells you no the first time, just give her, make an excuse for her that maybe she's tired, maybe she's in a mood. The second time she does it, just make an excuse for her that, sometimes maybe she's upset about something I did. The third time she does it, I am telling you, me, Premium of Lagos, go and get another woman.
Good evening. Time is important and is the most valuable currency that anyone can have. Make sure you spend it wisely. And because of that, we are very appreciative of your time and the fact that you've joined us once again on the most anticipated late night television experience. An exceptional experience, an experience like no other. Welcome to the Black Table. Tonight, I will be your host. My name is Olamide. Our main conversation on tonight borders on what balancing the economic situation with today's reality is like, and how men are suffering through all of that. And remember, the Black Table is carefully tailored just for your viewing pleasure. And tonight we have quite the episode in store. Remember, you can use the hashtag the Black Table across all social media platforms to be a part of the best late night television experience. You can also watch us live from absolutely anywhere across the world through YouTube. The handle is at TVC Entertainment. With that being said, I'm going to be introducing the guys one at a time. I'm going to be starting with the gentleman on my left. We all call him the rich uncle for obvious reasons. And he's had a pretty interesting experience tonight. You were stuck in traffic for quite a while.
Oh, man. Money day Lagos. There's nothing anybody can tell me. The streets are full. We people. Lagos is charged. 100% battery. Do you people sleep in this city though?
No.
Obviously.
And remember,
Obviously.
it's a Friday. And of course, to my right, I'm going to be introducing the navigator, the diplomat, the one that didn't show up last week.
My apologies.
Don't apologize. I'm still done.
We're actually trying to, make sure that, that rush is complete before
Okay.
the end of the year.
Okay,
There's a gauge. It has to
You have
get
to
to that
top it
gauge.
up.
A certain meter.
You understand? So that it doesn't, so that we don't have carryover in the new year. So we have to sort it out. But
Well,
I'm glad I'm
welcome,
here.
Premium
today.
MC.
Thank you so much. You already know.
And of course, the last and definitely not the least, a total gentleman.
Yes?
Yes. Every woman's dream guy.
Are you serious?
He speaks the truth all the time. He's the
I'm
most
some
faithful
the most
man
faithful man
in
in
Lagos,
Lagos.
Nigeria.
Lagos.
I'm some men's dream guy as well. As well.
I know who you're talking about. It's a 10 gang. Gang, how far now?
Very, very far.
No, but that's not a good
Okay.
sign. That's not a good sign.
Very far.
Very far. I get it.
I don't feel anything about the holidays.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
even know what's going on.
Yeah.
I don't think there's going to be a celebration this year.
Oh,
I
people
know.
are
I know. I'm
celebrating
funding
already.
one at home. That's not. I'm not. That I'm not
But
a
you're
part
talking
of.
about
But
yourself.
have you noticed something in Lagos? Have you noticed that Lagos is actually happening?
Oh, yes.
The bubble is actually happening.
Yeah.
But the people that live in Lagos are not feeling the bubble.
So,
But we are seeing it.
Yeah.
you're seeing it around
Yeah.
you.
So you see a lot of decorations. If you go to Ikeja, you see decorations. If you go to BI, there's a lot of decorations.
Yeah.
But the people are
I'm not feeling it. Yeah.
You know, that-
Which is one of the reasons
You know they feed the Christmas
why
tree.
That's it.
today's topic
That's
was
it.
chosen.
People have seen
The
Lagos
economic
Lagos.
realities.
By now, I should expect that Black Table should have gifts on the table.
We have gifts.
once we're
Wait,
going,
calm
just be
down.
picking it one
We do
by
have gifts. We have gifts. Just hold on.
Oh, okay.
Santa is coming tonight, but hold on. We'll take a quick break. When we return, the Black Table begins. Welcome back. It is still the Black Table, the ultimate men's team-off, and where men come together to have interesting conversations about life generally. Of course, I want to talk about the traffic that's taking place in Lagos. All week has been crazy. Some of us have gotten into it, and you firsthand had an experience this evening. Gang had an experience also
I've been
this
having the
evening.
experience all week.
He couldn't show up because God knows what he was doing. But
I was working.
Oh, definitely.
I was working.
But what do you think is the sudden increase in traffic in Lagos?
I don't think anybody knows the answer, but City Boy is in town, so
Oh,
Come on,
yeah.
man.
That one-
Come
that-
on, man.
that one is.
Come on.
But
Okay.
the traffic is insane. It's insane. Like, it's insane, and it makes me doubt it completely when people say money no day. Things are the economic situation, because Lagos is charged 100%.
Yeah.
So on Aolo Road today, I counted like 3 end of the year parties, and I'm talking lavish parties. I'm
Yeah.
like, are we in
In the same country.
economy?
Yeah.
So, I mean, I want to say a few things.
Yes, please.
about this. First and foremost, I really think that we really need to look at the building structures that we have in Nigeria as a whole. And I'll tell you why. I don't think the president should be applying roads, especially in Lagos. I mean, this is the commercial hub of the country, which essentially means that there's going to be a lot of movements around
yeah.
this time of the year. What I think should happen so that it doesn't seem like the president is literally trying to frustrate the lives of the common man is we should have, and I know that a lot of people are going to come after me for this, but I think we should have our own Air Force One helicopter.
Yeah, bro. I'm sure they have.
Are you sure we have a helicopter? Because what I think we have
Nigeria.
is no. I
Private
think we have a
jet.
lot of private jets.
No, you probably. I'm
But I don't know
100%
if we have our own Nigerian Air Force One
I'm sure they-
helicopter. I know we have the presidential
Private,
jet,
yeah.
but I was thinking that if the president is doing, within the state movement, there's certain places like, he went to the what's it called now? The Central Mosque at Al-Aqsa today. The Central Mosque should have a
Helipad.
where the president can, just drop there and then, come down, do his prayers, he flies again. This is not in any way to say that we're trying to lavish and all of that, right? But there are certain necessities that the president needs, apart from the fact that it's also a security risk for the president to be moving on the road like that.
But that's why they blocked.
I mean, I think
know,
that's the
I understand.
idea of blocking the
I'm
road.
saying
Yeah.
that to avoid this kind of situations,
But it's
again,
standard all over.
because
the world.
one of the things that used to cause traffic back in the day was forced custody, which is one of the things that have
Surprisingly,
given,
has disappeared.
which is one of the things that have given
Okay.
the Tinubu dispensation.
That's true.
For the fact that for the first time in many years,
in
we
December,
did not have any forced
forced
custody or what have you.
True,
So
true,
that's
true.
kudos that I've given to the president. However, let's look at possible ways to avert these kind of situations where people suffer for hours in traffic. Now, you also talked about the fact that people are saying that a lot of money in Nigeria and all of that. What you must understand is that a lot of people think that there is no money in Nigeria. I was watching the president's convoy today, and I looked at it and I said to myself, if I was the president of another country and I see this kind of convoy of somebody coming to my country and saying that we don't have money, please invest in my country, do you think I would invest in my country? So
I get what you're saying now,
I think
yeah.
that we have so much excesses when it comes to frivolous spending, when it comes to cars, when it comes to... I know that there are specific vehicles in the convoy of the president that is essential.
must be there.
Yes, no doubt. However, I think there are certain things that we can cut short. All right? Now,
okay.
let's leave that aside. He said, okay, so I just want to... My last point. A senator came up yesterday and said something about the fact that the 45 trillion naira budget
For
is too small.
yeah.
Well, I don't blame him. I don't blame him. And the reason why I don't blame him is because he's speaking from knowledge of what he knows.
Yep.
He won't talk outside the context of what he knows.
What he knows.
He actually
Yeah.
said that it's small. It's true. It can be small because we don't know how much these guys make. We don't know how much they're exposed
There's
to.
no real transparency
There's no real
in
transparency.
the system.
So when
no
you look at
control,
it,
no check and balance.
If a senator can come out and say that 45 trillion, sir, I didn't say million. I did
Trillion.
not say billion.
Trillion, that's a lot of
I
money.
said trillion. Bro, Do you know how much it takes to finish spending 1 trillion? Do you know how many years it will take you to finish?
thinking
For
about-
you to spend 1 billion, it will take you 28 years to spend 100. I think it's 100,000 or 1 million. I think it's 100,000 naira
A day.
a day.
Yeah.
But when you
For
think about
28
so the
years.
thing about those things that
Come
you
on,
have
man.
to look at the context. A country like Nigeria, 45, 48, 50 trillion, is not a lot of money. People don't understand what it takes to run a country.
So I agree with you. It's not a
your
lot of
house-
money,
it's not your- it's
but
not
I
your-
think
it's
the
not a
major
household.
issue that people are seeing is that
Misappropriation.
No,
these
so-
funds are being put out, but what is it going to? What are
So
we
the-
saying?
The thing is, if we're going to be honest, if you want to change things, you spend money.
Yeah,
Let's be
definitely.
honest, you spend money. We have a system that wasn't working. We all pay. We know what we pay for power now.
Yeah.
Do we have power or don't we have power? Let's be honest.
Are you asking me?
No, man, everybody, regardless of wherever you live in Nigeria, your power supply in your house has gone up by at least 100%.
So hold on, let me explain.
But you pay more.
Rich Uncle, please
It's
let
more
me ask
expensive.
one question. You're saying that yes, we need money and all of that. Are you
have to.
advocating for more money like the senator?
The budget.
Are you,
So let
so
me.
that's
let,
what I'm asking.
let me break it
You
down to
understand?
you. There was
because
one-
I hope you know that they have doubled the budget.
So let me.
Gang,
let me
you're
let,
quiet.
No, no. So let me break.
And
So let me break it down to you. I don't know if it was last. I don't know if it was last year, but it was sometime during Buhari's regime. Nigeria's budget, Nigeria country, 200
The
and
federal
something-
government.
federal government, 200 and something million people. Our budget as a country was smaller than the budget of the New York Fire Department. Let that sink in.
Bro, you can't compare the US to Nigeria.
It's-
I don't
no,
know. I don't know why we keep making
What
these
I'm trying.
mistakes.
How many people work? How many
Wait,
people?
how many people are in Nigeria?
How many people work in the New York Fire Department? Let's
Like, wait, how many people are in New York?
I don't think you understand what
How
I
many
just
people
said.
are in New York?
I don't think you understand what I just said.
Okay.
I don't know. I know there are not up to 1 million workers in the New York Fire Department. Their budget for 1 year to run that department of a state, not a country, was more than what we budgeted for fuel, healthcare, everything. Africa is poor. We all know this. And the only way you can get yourself out of poverty, you spend your way out of poverty. People think you save your way out of poverty. It never works. Nobody ever got rich by saving money. Oh.
Fact. I
Nobody
agree,
ever
yeah.
got rich by saving money. You spend your way out of
You
poverty. You
invest
make money,
it, yeah.
you spend it. You make money, you
Yeah,
spend it. You
keep
make,
investing
and at
it,
every
yeah.
point in time, you are moving forward.
yeah.
My only problem with Nigeria is that we drop a budget every year as if we are starting the country
All over again. Yes.
That's my
yes.
only problem.
Yes.
Like, but if you are honest with your spending, the only way out of it, you spend your way out of it.
Yeah.
You can't wish these things into thin
I'm
air.
so sorry. Let me ask you a question.
You can't.
One question. Gang, I'll throw it to you after this. So one of the things that we know how to do in this country is we know how to buy new things.
Standard.
But have
Okay.
you
Standard,
ever
standard.
wondered why?
Standard.
Take for instance, the Lagos State government. Kudos to my governor. I call him my governor. He's a very fantastic gentleman, by the way.
I'm a fire guy.
Now, what you must understand,
I'm a fire
and
guy.
I'll tell you why. It is not easy for you to find a man that this man has. Look, I followed Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, and I see that he's launching one thing or the other.
I said, funny enough,
every day.
so I said it on my Instagram today that I
Okay.
don't know how this guy
He's
does
launching,
it.
yeah, because
but what else
because
he
like
said?
you said, no,
That
because
guy,
like
they
you said,
work.
these
That guy
guys are
work.
spending money, and we are seeing what he's spending. They just launched some vehicles for the police.
250. So,
Bro,
one state.
Bro, so what am I trying to get at?
let
What I'm
them try,
saying is
oh.
that
We should be
when
able
we
to
buy
see these
these
things,
things,
yeah.
right? Why is it that we don't also launch 600 mechanics that are going to be maintaining this vehicle?
We have a maintenance culture problem.
Yeah. We do. We do. You know
we
why?
have,
Why?
we have the transit train now, the blue line, the
Blue,
red
yeah,
line, and
yeah.
the what have you. Do we have youths that have been trained to maintain this?
Yeah.
No, but
Is
those
that
are
is
pri-
that
those
is
are
that
private- those are
process
private
in
Deck,
place?
investments.
deck.
All right,
Private
gang.
investments.
Let's hear
That
what your
sometimes
thoughts are.
You need to, even if you had these youths or whatever, it's the wastages that the government has. The next governor will come and say all of these vehicles are from the past and we want new vehicles.
Yeah.
Like Rich Uncle said, maintenance culture is zero.
Zero.
Everybody
Zero.
wants new things.
New things.
There's
Everybody.
this fetish thing about when you come to a new office, how you need to get rid of
Everything new.
everything there to
Furniture,
get
everything,
new
bro.
stuff yourself. So there's a lot of wastage that goes on. And like he said, every time there's a new budget, it's like you need to start from scratch. Nobody carries over and follows a cycle that should be continuous.
And in return, which is why we are talking about the economic realities right now. That's why certain incidents are happening in the country. You can see, I will keep saying this, that one of the biggest problems we have in Nigeria today is that we are not a evenly balanced country. You
Here's
see a
the
lot of
funny thing,
people
you can't even look at the budget that's in the trillions and then say there's no money in the country.
No, it's very simple.
Well,
like you can balance these things
No,
and
no,
understand what the
that budget
problem
going to
is.
be- they're going to borrow to fund it, though.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not like you have the money.
Guys,
Keep on
let
borrowing.
me quickly land,
That's
and
the
then
only way.
we can move on to our first quick fire. But because we're still going to tie this back to the situation and the main topic. But the major issue we have in Nigeria today is this is the standard of living. Up here is the standard of living. Below here is the income. In between is corruption. You understand? And we'll take a quick break. When we return, we'll take our first quick fire, and then towards the end, we'll circle back to all of this and see how we can find answers. It's still the Black Table, the ultimate men's team-off. We'll see you shortly. All right, welcome back. It's still the Black Table. We're going straight to our first quick fire. Now, this is quite interesting. I'm just going to read it out, and then you guys can chip in and tell me your summations on what you think the right thing is. Now, it goes like this. A man complains of living with his wife without any form of intimacy for several months. He has thoughts of stepping out. How long is too long?
How long has he been with her?
Well, nothing is specified, but it's clear that things are not going well between the couple.
He wants to have sex, she doesn't want to have sex.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yes.
And she's not giving him reasons why. She's just not giving it to him.
Obviously, they probably are not having a good time at home, and then she's probably withholding sex as a tool.
So basically, I always say this, that anytime a woman begins to weaponize sex, you're a free agent.
Oh, okay. But how long do you think a man should wait for, gang?
In fact, you asking me,
Before
man.
Yes, and you don't think about it.
Did he just
No, but jokes aside, though, if a woman is weaponizing sex,
Yeah.
I think at that point, after 2 months, you're a free agent.
After 2 months.
You're a free agent.
Okay.
Can I be honest with
Yeah.
you? Deep down inside, I feel if your woman doesn't want to give you now, tell her I'll go outside now.
Okay. You can tell at that point.
Why
Why
right?
not, bro?
Yeah.
Listen, see, like tonight, if you get home and madame is saying no, and she's not in a period, there's nothing wrong. Threaten her and tell her I'll go outside now.
What if she says then go outside?
Take the car keys and then go. I'm not saying go and do anything, but just go out and come back. Do you understand? Because sometimes why wait? It's just like sometimes I tell a lot of people that are dating sometimes. You know, some ladies feel as if, oh, I didn't give it up to him on the first date. I waited a week. Some will say I waited 3 months. Some will say I waited a year, but at the end you still gave it up.
Give it up, yeah.
So like I always say, despite the fact that sex doesn't actually keep people,
Yeah.
but still it's a huge incentive.
Okay.
So when you say how long is too long, if you say 2 months, the question is, how long can you stay without? The guy, how long can you stay without?
Yeah.
You can be, they can deny you sex for 1 day, you won't die. A few days you won't die, depending on who you are.
Yeah, but 2 months is a long time, bro.
2 months is too far.
It's a long time.
2 months is too far. Can I
I'm so
see?
sorry.
Listen, here it is. 1 menstrual cycle. So I give you a month.
30 days.
I give you a
Okay,
month.
Dek,
After
you were
that,
gonna say
Buyback
something.
clause.
Gang,
Yeah.
so I take exception to you calling it an incentive. Sex is not and should not be an incentive. And I'll tell you why.
Navigator.
The moment you begin to think that
No, he hit less. He hit less.
to take it in. Like, yo.
the moment you start thinking about sex as
As an incentive.
as an incentive
Yeah.
or as a bargaining chip, it becomes a problem.
Yeah.
That begins to create
Problems, bro.
the thought of, am I really attracted to this person? Is this person really attracted to me?
True that.
Am I sure that this person still loves me?
Lovely.
Because the whole essence of sex is an expression of a type of, emotional connection with your
Yeah.
partner.
But is it possible for a woman
Do you understand what I'm
to
saying?
have sex with a man she's currently upset with?
So that's the thing.
there
So
are
that's the
things
thing.
like that,
What you
yeah?
must also understand is that sex is supposed to be something that brings both parties together. as opposed to fighting. So when you are fighting, you are supposed to, use sex. Why do I always sound like I like sex like this? Anyway, my point is that sex is so my point is that sex brings. Moving on. Sex. So sex is supposed to bring,
Yeah.
people together.
Okay.
You understand? So when sex now becomes a bargaining device for you to now say that, okay, you know what, I don't want to, you didn't do this, so because of that, I'm not going to give you. No, that should not be on the
Okay,
table
so
at all.
quickly,
Which is
Rich
essentially
Uncle.
why I
Yeah.
can't really say that this is how long it should
It
take.
should
But
be.
for me,
But do men do
if
it?
any lady, if any woman who is your
wife.
legal wife
Yeah.
tells you no the first time, just give her, make an excuse for her that maybe she's tired, maybe she's in a mood. The second time she does it, just make an excuse for her that, sometimes maybe she's upset about something I did. The third time she does it, I am telling you, me, Premium of Lagos, go and get another woman.
Okay. All right. So, Rich Uncle.
Yes.
No, but you asked a
Let
very
me talk
important.
am.
So you asked a very important question
Yeah.
that can a woman have sex with a man that she's not happy with?
Exactly.
And the only way we can find out, there are 4 women behind us.
Yeah. There are women in the
Can
studio.
you have sex with a man that you're not happy with? Your husband?
No.
Yes,
So
yes
there
or
are
no?
women. There are
Straight
women.
yes or no?
There are women.
Yes.
Thank you.
Our producers.
No.
They're women, and they're all
No.
around us right now.
So it's a tie.
Yeah.
2
Thank
yes,
you.
2
Wait,
no.
no, wait. You said what?
Yes, no, yes.
Did you say yes?
So okay.
Did you say
I'm
no?
looking at 4 women
Four-
over there.
so it
So
was-
let me
it's a
understand.
tie. It's
2
a
yes
tie.
and 2 no.
So if somebody is
yes and
angry
2
with you, you will not have sex with
No. So that means.
that you are wrong. Because that means that you
it's
use
relatable.
sex as a tool.
No,
Wait,
so
wait,
No,
wait,
but
wait.
wait,
So
wait,
it
guys,
was a
guys,
question.
guys, check
Come
this
and fight
out.
with me.
Guys, check this out. So, question: if you are upset with your wife, if you're upset with your partner, your wife is pissing you off. Do you understand? And she offers you sex. Would you say no?
God forbid.
Wait, so I was just kidding. Really. To me, I was literally kidding. I literally cannot.
You cannot want.
I cannot
Say no to sex.
See,
Yeah, my man.
Yes.
God
No
bless.
matter how angry you are, once you
I can't say
once
no.
I show you-
I don't be lying.
let me be honest with you.
I don't be lying.
That pause,
I don't be lying.
bro. You talk that pause. I
I
did think
mean-
and say whether I go figure out when,
Bro,
when I talk to you. I want to
If I dey vex,
But
break am.
I'm not sure. Anytime I quarrel with my wife, my brother, I'm sleeping in Alaska. She's sleeping in
That one
in
day.
Canada.
No, it's normal, bro. It's
Because
normal.
for me,
So
I'm trying to pass a message.
No, but listen. So you're sleeping in
that when you're
Alaska, and
upset,
she comes
sex
to
is out
Alaska
on the
naked.
table.
You tell her go back to your room,
and she comes to Alaska naked.
and you tell her go back to your room.
We will quickly settle and unsettle.
Okay, so let me tell you this.
Yeah.
Let me tell you guys this. There's no man in this world, no matter how angry you are with your woman, we put Bobby for your mouth, you go calm down. You go calm
Rich
down.
uncle, why are you like
I
this?
swear down. No matter how angry you are. You know,
Okay, so wait,
No, but
wait,
it's been tested.
Let's
and-
say that.
Yes.
You go calm. You go. What's this that you are doing? Sir? You go calm down. What's wrong with you?
That's the truth.
Bye, Bobby. Yeah.
Okay.
Sit down.
So
Yeah, God,
establishing what you said is that when you're upset, it's difficult for you to initiate any
it's
sort
difficult.
of
It's difficult.
intimacy.
But if she
Okay.
comes to me,
I
you're
go
like,
collect.
wait,
But wait.
I go
So
collect.
now, from what was read, we talked about it from a female's point of view. Do you think there are men out there that intentionally
Yes.
also,
Yes.
with
Yes.
old sex,
A very big yes.
from their
A very
partners?
big
Just
yes.
to
See,
prove a point.
listen, I have
somebody
a
who
friend.
did not
I have a
touch-
friend.
I know somebody who did not
They're
touch his
separated.
wife
They're
for 2 years.
yeah, exactly.
Are
Same
they
year.
still together?
Same year. No, the friend I know, they were separated and now they're divorced.
Okay.
But she had confided in me that her husband hadn't touched her in 2 years.
Is it lie?
2 years. And I now asked her, because he hasn't touched you in 2 years, does that mean he has also been without for 2 years?
It's not possible.
It wasn't. He was with somebody else.
Yes. Same yes.
okay.
And for some reason stopped
Yes.
involving himself
Come on,
with
leave
her.
the guy, I beg. Leave him.
So she has
Abeg.
left him. So they've
Don't leave
separated
him now.
now.
What's that? What's
So
that?
it's crazy. And but then at the same time, like you were saying something about incentives. Somehow, although it's unconscious to some women, they feel as if maybe there's certain pleasures they don't give their husband that he's entitled to, maybe on his birthday or on some special day, or he does certain things, then he expects to receive something in return. Do you understand? It's not an incentive per se, but women get to a sexual point in marriage where they've seen it all, that they're not exactly head over heels to jump into bed. But they know that their husband needs it, so they need to give this to him. So when I talk about incentive, it doesn't mean like they're monetizing it like how some modern day women are monetizing sex. But sometimes women, you get to a certain stage in your
Modern-day
marriage. If you've been
woman.
married for 30 years, sex isn't a big deal. But then sometimes you know that, we haven't done this in a while, let's do this. Or the guy does something special, you'll be like, come, you have not received this in a while, come and get some. And the guy feels a little bit appreciative. You get me? When you've lasted that long. But when you're still young in marriage, you've been there for a few years, you feel like every day I can knock three rounds in a week, I can keep going and going and going. It's a different story. So sometimes women know that men crave these things, so they don't give it to them at random, but they'll be like, some special
All right,
occasions.
so a
come
quick
and take.
summation so we can move on to the next quick fire. So what we're saying is this: it's a no-no and it doesn't work.
Yeah, it's a no to
Okay.
not give.
It should never be.
All right, so our next quick fire is also very interesting. There's a trending video of a young girl who insists that if she has to go out on a date with a man, the man should provide everything, including her hair, dress, nail, and all other accessories before she can agree on that.
them.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah,
No,
that-
that's fine.
that-
Not them.
Not them.
Not them.
Not them.
Okay,
Yeah.
not
No, there's
them.
nothing wrong with
Okay,
that.
so there's nothing wrong with that.
She has a preference.
So that's a preference.
OS!
But then here's the
That's
funny
a
thing.
preference. Okay,
she
cool.
should know that
Yeah.
any man that's doing this for her also has his intentions that she should be ready to provide.
Like what?
I've never
would
been
she
in
be
that
providing?
position. 'Cause see, here's the funny thing.
Gang, you're,
If-
you're, lucky,
if-
you're lucky you're the one beside the boat.
See,
I
here-
have given you one boat.
Listen, but here's the
your
thing.
head.
See, listen, there are levels to this shit. Do you
Yeah.
understand? This is a level of poverty, mental poverty, and also, see, listen,
Somebody
honestly,
should give him one as well.
this is a level of poverty that you cannot, I hear certain things, you can't transport yourself out.
Oh yeah.
You don't have a dress to wear. You don't have hair. You don't have makeup. You're expecting somebody that wants to take you out to do
take
all
care
of
of
that
all
for
of
you
that.
before you come out. And then what? You've taken away all the value accrued to yourself.
That's why they're fighting with UK girls. That's why they're
Do
fighting.
you understand? That's why they're fighting with girls that come out in their raw form and they're giving guys
Do you
the
understand
time
what
of
I'm
their
saying?
lives.
That's why.
I have no idea what you're talking
This is
about.
this is a classic whore resume.
Bro, I cannot for the life of me understand exactly
Yeah.
why a sane person, a sane lady, wants to go out on a date and you're asking the. I'm not.
No,
Wait, so
I'm
this
not
is a
having
bit
this
extreme.
No,
Yeah, I was having a
no,
conversation
What are you
earlier
talking
on.
about?
Bro, there's absolutely nothing extreme about it. That's what she wants. It's
Yeah,
okay.
that's her
So,
preference.
so
But
there
that's why I
are
said
men,
if
there are
that's
men
what she
out there
wants,
who are willing
she
to
should
take
be
care of
ready
stuff
for
like
what
that.
she gets.
If she finds a man, if she finds a man that doesn't think that's a problem,
Then
not
all
to
well
her.
and good. Yeah.
Not to her.
Yeah.
But the truth of the matter is, from my standpoint, that screams poverty.
You know, get money for her.
It's,
You know
it's,
what
it's
it
not
is.
just a money thing, like
no,
he
that's
said.
not
It's,
poverty.
it's
It
a
screams
mental.
I said that's the
mental
whore's
thing.
resume.
So,
Come on now,
let's talk about situations like this. Yeah, somebody wants to come visit you because colleague and I were having a conversation today, and he explained certain things to me that okay, this person wants to come say hello to him, but he had to pay for the taxi using all these taxi apps, and he was asking me, and I'm like,
That's a gesture.
Are we
no,
gonna buy
That's a
no,
gesture.
no, wait.
No, that's a
Wait,
gesture.
it's
Okay,
not a
I'm listening,
gesture.
I'm listening.
Okay, I'm not supposed to give an opinion, but I will give an opinion on this. If someone wants to come visit you, see you, you shouldn't be paying for the taxi fare. You shouldn't. You can extend your whatever gesture in some other form, but if this person is coming to see you,
Can I make a submission?
mean, yeah, please.
Can I make a submission? All right. So the thing is this, right? It's a gesture. All right. And this is what I say. This is what I think about this. I feel like, from our or your perspective, or from what I think you're trying to pass as a message, I feel like a decent lady shouldn't ask, but a responsible guy should offer. Does that make sense?
navigator.
This
You know,
guy's
that's what
brain is
I'm-
functioning.
No, no, no,
Let me touch your head.
No, but if we're gonna be so, so you guys, so if we're gonna be honest, if
Yeah.
we're honestly gonna be honest, like we live in 2024, right? That means that if you want to connect with anybody, you can. It doesn't even have to cost you a lot of money. It's just cheap data, right? You want to come see me, you want to
Yeah.
You want to, keyword,
Yeah.
want to come see me, but I have to provide the means by which you would come see
come.
me.
I want
Yeah.
to say something that
It-
will,
it-
Let
that
him
might
land.
put me
It's
in
slightly
trouble.
imbalanced.
Hold on, let
No,
him land.
it's slightly imbalanced, and the reason
Yeah.
why men don't think it's slightly imbalanced is the same reason why you put women on a pedestal. Like, and women generally don't do well with this type of men. Like, okay, I'm coming to see you. You have to pay the taxi fare. Like he rightfully said, if you arrive and I'm like, oh, how much is the cab? Let me pay. It's fine.
Yeah.
But to insist
Or have an entitlement to
that since I'm coming to see you,
Yeah.
you must pay. So that means you are not invested in this thing in any
And-
way,
and-
form, shape, or manner.
Exactly.
The only thing you bring to this thing is you.
Is your
I have
physical
to bring-
self.
I have to bring the resources, bring conversation, bring good times.
No, no, it's
Come
too
on, man.
much now.
You're a city boy,
I
don't do
wanted to
that.
say, I
Don't do that.
wanted to say
Don't
something.
do that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Odogu brought somebody in from the US.
Udogu.
Bowden.
Wait, hold on, guys. Hold on, guys.
Bowden.
Guys, hold on. Now, we all know. You see,
We all know,
this place
bro.
where they go,
We all know.
These waters
I don't
about
see
to,
the end
I want
already.
to dive in. So
You will
the thing
drown-
is
you
this,
will
right?
drown.
Hold on.
You will drown, but-
Hold on, my guy. So the thing is this, right? So Odogu brought in this shit.
Flowing.
This shit.
Flowing.
Okay, flew in. Now, you know the thing is that Odogu doesn't fly commercial. He flies private. But did you
He's
notice-
Odogu for
did
a
you notice-
reason.
Wait, hold on. Did you notice that Odogu did not fly her in private?
For what? Why?
He said, Ogbeni, no
Oh,
more commercial.
commercial. You don't share.
But when you come in,
I'll give you a
I will
nice
give
time.
you
Hey, that's how it should
private
be.
lifestyle.
That's how it should be,
Now,
bro.
what does that tell you?
That's how it
now,
should
somebody
be.
says something, right? Somebody said that, okay, so this girl, Odogu give her me chain. She dey wear chain up and down, right?
Yeah.
Say in X. Say Odogu buy Kulian for in X. And we don't even know whether that X, I mean, whether that's still correct. But you know, still on still. What I'm trying to say is that this thing get level.
It get
Levels
level.
no, the
So
levels to it.
I feel like for someone like Odogu, for instance, right? Odogu will bring in this baby, right?
Exotic.
And take
Exotic.
care of her. And
Exotic.
And
Exotic.
this girl. Now, what you must also understand is that this girl is actually a celebrity in the US.
But Odogu is a celebrity
All
in
right.
the US too.
Yes, I
Let's
know.
not get- let's
no,
never
I
make-
get it. I get it. I'm saying that she did. I'm sure that she didn't. I'm sure that she didn't ask him to send flight tickets.
He knows what to do.
He knows what to do.
Bro, that's the
which
way.
Is essentially
That's the
why
game.
I said that.
That's city
The
boy
thing is,
now.
He knows
Uh-uh.
when a man knows exactly what
What
he
he should
needs
do.
to do. A lady that's a classy lady, a
Shouldn't be
feng shui lady,
asking.
a sassy lady will not need to, ask.
Here's-
Don't need to be
yeah,
entitled.
here's the funny thing.
Because
if you
even
have
if
to ask,
Odogu, even if
you have
Odogu
to-
didn't pay for that ticket, it would not. If she paid for that ticket, she won't even know that she spent money.
Yeah.
Do
If
know
you
what
have
I'm
to
saying?
ask, it says
Okay.
something
That's what
about
I'm
you
saying.
and the relationship.
Yes.
If you
Okay.
have to ask.
Yes.
People that can provide these things, it's not a big deal for them. But for you to
Yes.
come out and make that demand,
It means
says
it
something
speaks volume
about
of the
you.
kind of person you are.
It
That's
says
just
something
what it
about
is.
you.
Yes.
You should just say, here's a simple thing. You just tell the guy, oh, you want me to come over? The guy on his own can tell you, yo, here, buy a dress before you come. Take this, do some makeup, get your hair done. Let me know when
But
you're
we're still
coming.
going back to the same thing that we started with. There are certain young women out there that when conversations like this begin, the first thing they start with is, oh, I'm sorry, I don't have the right type of dress. I don't have the right type of, accessories. So if this guy chooses to say, oh, okay, you know what, go do this, I'll
Shall I
take
be
care of
honest
it.
with you?
Yeah,
If I meet a
that
girl,
means,
if I meet
yeah.
a lady, and the lady tells me what this girl said, already in my mind I've zeroed in that this girl is here for the money.
Yeah, basically.
That's
yeah.
it.
So I think as a man,
That's it.
to just wrap it up, never lead with money. Never ever
Exactly,
lead with money.
that's where I'm going
we should
to.
now take
Never
us back.
lead
Let me-
we should
with
now
money.
take us back to the issue of that guy.
Never
Let
lead
me-
with money.
let me
that came out to
unwrap
complain
what
about
he
the girl-
wrapped up.
The girl, sorry, that the girl, the guy that came out to talk about, spending a lot of money. The first week he met the girl, he gave her
Yeah.
500,000, he bought her a car, and all of. You see,
never lead with money.
you feel like when you feel an
Like,
insatiable
that
need
to spend
show-
money to
show
just
that
impress her.
you have
You
money
have
and
it.
you want to use
That's
money
how
to
that
buy
would
her.
define the
A
relationship.
lady will tell you that I don't need your money,
Exactly.
but I will spend your money, and I will still be with the guy that doesn't have any
money.
Yeah.
that doesn't
Yeah.
have a car.
But
Never
that's
lead with
different
money.
from this situation.
It's actually
That's
very
different from
different. I
this
agree.
But in this
But-
situation, to me, one thing is very clear. You need hair, makeup, dress. When you come, the hair, makeup, and dress is leaving your body. Yeah, knacks for sure.
Of course.
Knacks for sure. Guaranteed.
So there was an episode.
Are we gonna bang down?
earlier on
Guaranteed.
Are we
that,
gonna bang down?
This guy, Ruga, talked about the fact that if you're not going to,
If you go in like
Yeah.
Last
Go to
year.
Elijah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
does that fall in place as well?
same
Yeah.
thing, bro. Same thing.
Don't bring yourself to the party if you're not
Okay.
ready
If
to
you're not
party.
ready, no.
Say that again. Say that again.
It's a,
Don't bring yourself to the party if you're not ready to party.
Yes,
Arrest
bro.
this man. This guy is a Didi.
No,
Is a
but-
Didi
no,
follower.
but it's a
There's nothing you
fact
can
now.
tell me.
So,
This
Ruga-
guy, you know something about
I
Didi's
think we
parties.
discussed Ruga on this
Yes,
table that
we
day.
did.
And he
We
said,
did.
if you are coming to me for a lashe, it's not just content to you
You
go.
share.
So by saying that, if you see your babe with Ruga in a lashe,
You don't be.
XYZ equals, you know.
formula.
Yeah.
No,
It is what it is, bro.
She's an usher now. She went
She's
to
a
go
content
ushering.
creator.
Content creator. He
Yeah,
has
she's
told
doing,
us
she's
that
doing videos
if
now.
I'm paying for the
Content
boat, I'm
creator.
paying for the beach house, and you are coming to record.
She's the content creator.
No,
She's
but
the
those
one
are,
doing videos.
so,
for
but the truth
Ruga
is, those are
now.
his standards. Those are his standards.
So really,
Yeah, those are his
You know,
standards.
it's
If you
fun, now that he said it, it's funny how
Those
it
are
almost
standards.
seems like men are not allowed to
are
have these
not
standards.
Yeah, those are his
But the
standards.
women are.
If you're coming with
you know the interesting thing is this. This deviating a bit, but the same guy I was talking with this evening, we're having this conversation, and he said some interesting things
we
about.
actually
You know what?
talked about a lot of things with this.
Yeah.
Who is this guy?
He's my friend. All
You
right,
have
back
a
to what I
lot.
was saying.
No,
Back
but you
to
have a
what I was
lot of
saying.
friends anyway.
Back to what I was saying. He said that a lot of men in today's world probably would walk away from their marriages because men didn't set certain standards when they were getting married. Men just had simple standards like, okay, she's pretty, we communicate well, I like her,
but I've
My
said
brother,
that's
people,
it.
people
No, but
marry
I-
for
No,
different reasons.
No, but-
I'm
no,
saying
bro.
I
that.
have a friend that married
Yeah.
a girl because her father was rich.
No,
That
but-
marriage has ended.
Bro, no, but I've said it.
No,
on
no,
I've
no.
said it on this table before. You don't know yourself until you have money.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
there are a lot of things that you think you like. Wait, make money come. You might think that you're a breast guy, but you're a yash guy.
And you might think you're a Nyash guy, but you're a bigger Nyash guy.
True that.
You're
a massive.
You're a massive person.
No, but that's the real. So
you might think you like Nyash, so you see South African Buddha, and you're like,
like,
oh,
whoa!
OMG.
Buddha.
You understand?
well, thank God some of us have never gone to South
Okay,
Africa.
so
If I wasn't
at
born
this
again,
point,
eh?
at this point, we need to circle back to our initial conversation.
Why do I feel like that?
Well, if you can't finish, wear
In
it.
it. We're not in it.
If you can't finish, wear it.
Now, make
Somebody
conversation.
told us about going to South Africa and the girls will pass.
Moving on. No, let me
30 minutes.
moving on. Moving on. Time is going. Moving on.
30 minutes later, the Ayash is still
Oh, I say moving
Oh my
on.
gosh! All right, balancing the economic situation with today's reality. A couple of incidents happened over the week. There was the Ibadan stampede.
Oh, that's a very sad situation.
Over
Very
35
sad.
children dying, and there was the EFCC arrest of over 700 people, including over 100 nationals from, foreign nationals, fraud and all of that. And when you look at all of this, it seems to tie down into what is going on in the society today. There's a cultural breakdown. Now, if you want to analyze what happened in Ibadan, it's because the stampede was very simple. People who needed resources, people who needed, they saw what they wanted, and it didn't matter who was going to get in the line of fire. Everyone wanted something, and that happened. Now, going back to the other incident, the EFCC situation whereby over 700 people were arrested, this, that's a special one. These guys actually dress up and go to work, have a massive building, everything is intact, but everything ties down
9
to
to
the
5
economy.
Yahoo.
Yeah, 9 to 5.
Yahoo, yahoo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, it ties down to the economic situations. People have become way more desperate. Our young women
Bro-
are desperate.
Bro, you know one thing that shocked me? It's the fact that I realized that every time I travel, right, I realize that we have so many white people coming into the country, especially Chinese,
Yeah.
Indians,
Yeah.
and what have you. And I don't see them. And I'm like, where are these guys staying? But I know they're in Lagos and
depressed.
all over Nigeria.
I know where the Indians are.
Bro, did you see how many foreign nationals?
Yeah.
Dude, it baffles me to realize that we have that much amount of foreign nationals
Yeah.
doing illegitimate businesses in Nigeria?
Why not? It's for the taking.
So, like,
Dude.
if we're going to tear this apart, first of all, I hate it when people say things like, because of the economic situation, that's why people are like this. No, people have always been like this. Greed is greed. There is no definition. There's no other definition. It's greed. Now, if you stand on the road, which I've done a couple of times, and you try to bring out money to give to people, even people that don't need that money,
They
will
want
rush you.
Yeah.
It's normal. It's not. It's not.
And they will come back to take more.
It's not a Nigerian thing. It's
Yeah.
not an African thing. It's a human problem.
Okay.
Human. So if you tell people line up, I'm dealing out money to you, somebody will take money and go and join the
Yeah,
queue
that's
again.
that. No, that one
Yeah.
is a Nigerian thing.
No, it's not a Nigerian thing.
It's a Nigerian
It's a
thing.
human
So,
thing.
It's a human thing. It's not a Nigerian thing. And I don't like it when people say, oh, it's because of the economy. There has never been a time that we were buoyant in Nigeria. Let's be honest.
There was
The
a time
rich-
we were buoyant in
Bro,
Nigeria.
the rich have always been rich. The poor have always
No,
been
there
poor.
was a time we were buoyant in
There
Nigeria.
was never a time that
when
the
we
poor man
had the
wasn't
oil
complaining.
boom.
The poor man was
Nigeria
not.
was good.
How many oil fuel strikes did we have? A lot.
During the oil boom?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. There was never a time that people were not poor. I was born in the 80s, 1980 to be precise. When I was growing up, a popular song, Andrew, no check out to Nigeria go survive.
I an old
People
man.
have been jackpotting
Nothing we want
since.
them.
People have been jackpotting since.
Yeah.
So there was never a time that my parents told me about the good old days. I hope I don't tell my children about the good old days.
days, yeah.
It's always been the same. Greed is greed. That stampede thing that happened, my heart goes out to the people that organized it because their intentions were poor. They were pure. They wanted to actually help people.
Reach out.
They actually wanted to help people. And let me just say this. So a couple of years ago, like when I started seeing small money, I felt like, okay, you know what? You have been here. God brought you here. You need to reach back to this. It was then that I realized that greed is limitless. Greed is limitless. So at the end of every year back then, we'll do, okay, you know what? Anything that we have in stock that we've not sold the whole year, let's give it out to people.
Yeah.
Customers that spend serious money would join the queue to take free stuff. You don't need it. You don't need it.
And they will fight for it. If you don't give
And
them,
they
will
get
tell me, but
offended.
I'm
Bro,
your customer now.
they-
Why won't you give me?
Ah!
Oh yeah.
God
No,
bless.
that's it's
Like,
normal thing. I'm
so,
used to those kind of things.
I honestly think I'm like, bro, you don't need this thing. It's your driver that should be on this queue because you have a driver.
And
was-
the driver will collect it, and they will tell the driver, "Why did you collect? It's not me that went there. Bring it to me." Oh yeah,
You are-
you know,
you are
bro,
wise.
dude, I do events. I know how these things work.
It was then that I realized that it's humans. You have to purge yourself of greed and know that, okay, this is what I have. This is enough. This is all I need. I don't need more than this. Now, I can tell you for free that half of the people at that event didn't need to be there.
Oh, okay.
Half of the people at that event didn't need to be there because it was for people
Who
that
were really in
at
need.
the bottom of the bottom.
Can I?
If
can
you
I say
so, let me just end this. This is 2024. 2020 was pandemic.
Yeah.
The year after the pandemic, 2020 was a very rough year. 2021, everything changed, right? And I had a little bit of money, more than I needed. I went to the bank on the 23rd. I can't remember. It was a Friday. I went to the bank and I went.
What month?
And I withdrew ~1 million naira over the counter cash. They charged me excess because Buhari had put that if you
Yeah.
they charged me excess, but I had ~1 million naira in cash and it was Lagos Island Broad Street. I can never forget. And I was like just giving out money to people that okay, you know what? Because I felt like, look, bro.
People have gone through so
No,
much.
not just people have gone through. I have gone through so much. Like I went from zero back up, and after a while it became chaotic. My travel agent.
You never give me a.
No, my travel agent.
Calm
No,
down.
no, hold on. My
Calm down.
travel agent.
Yeah.
He buys all my tickets. That particular year alone, I'd spent maybe like 4 million with him on tickets.
Twali.
When he heard that, you're in Lagos and I'm sharing money, he was like, bro, send me some. You don't need it. You don't need it. And that was when I understood true human nature that you have to kill greed in your life. There are some things that you don't need. Just understand that, look, I don't pass this one. And a lot of times we block other people's blessings.
Yeah.
Like if you are standing in the way, give me. It's the same way people. While I was growing up, my mother would go to parties, she would collect souvenirs. One time I had to tell her that don't ever come back to this house with buckets. We have 200 buckets. We don't need it. And if she comes to your party and you don't give her a bucket, she'll get angry. Why? You don't need it.
Yeah, I get what you're
It's very
saying.
important. Greed is a problem. We need to kill greed.
This thing that he just said just reminded me of my mom brought out something new, brand new from the kitchen as a souvenir. And I saw the year on it and I was like, you've had this in the house for how
For
many
so
years?
long? Like, why?
You
Why?
don't need it.
You don't
need it.
You don't need it.
So we don't understand the essence of minimalist lifestyle in Nigeria.
So you don't even have to be minimalist. But
No,
don't
no,
be
no.
greedy.
No,
That
no,
man, don't be greedy.
Let me tell you why I said that. And this is essentially why, you see, this is why our government steal the way they steal. And I keep
Facts.
I keep
Facts.
saying this over
Facts.
and over and over again. At public occasions, I come out and I speak about this.
If you don't give
Let
you
me
a
tell
job
you.
again,
No, so hold on. Let me tell you.
No, no trial.
No, I'm a very diplomatic
say no
person.
trial.
Don't worry.
no try.
So one of the things
Best
that
interest.
you must understand.
Means of livelihood. Endangered.
One of the things you must
Bad
understand.
try
Bro,
your
let me
neck.
tell you something.
If you dare me, I don't go help you. Don't try help
Ah, kí ló ń ṣe náà?
Most of well.
Why help me still?
No, but Papa Sheo.
But you know the thing is this,
I don't
right?
go talk
One of
about
the
that
things
one.
that you must also understand is the fact that if we talk about changing in this country, the change needs to start from the grassroots.
No.
Now hold on, I'll tell you why.
It does, bro. it
Hold
does.
on, let me tell you why. Do you know that
I
the
disagree.
major problem we have in this country is not our leaders?
It's not our leaders. It's at the bottom.
It's actually
It's
we
at the bottom. It's at the
Many
bottom.
will argue that.
Let me ask you a
and,
question.
I
you know,
disagree.
Who becomes the leader?
People from the bottom.
I disagree.
No.
People from
Bro,
the bottom.
gang,
not-
let me
I'm
tell
not
you
sure that
something.
really
Hold
works
on.
in
No,
Nigeria,
calm
though.
down. Let me tell you something.
Yes, you're right. See,
Olamide, do you know that somebody can be watching you now on TV and say, I love that boy. That boy is a very charismatic person. You know what? Put a call through to that boy. I want him to become the next governor of Lagos State. Do you know that there are people who can make somebody who is nobody a governor in Lagos
Yeah,
State?
sure,
Did
definitely.
you know that?
Yeah.
Now, that Olamide that has become the governor tomorrow, right? Who was he before?
Just a presenter on TV.
It was one black
Ah,
table
gosh,
host like this.
Just a presenter. Oh my
No,
God.
no be insult.
All
Baba,
right.
no be insult.
All right.
And you,
Look,
you
let me
guys-
tell you something. The
you guys-
senators who are there today, let me give you another example. The senators who are children of past governors or children of past, ministers who are there today. We were playing football together yesterday. They're part of us, which essentially means that if my friend today becomes something in government tomorrow, the probability that I will become something is very high. Am I not a normal person today doing
You guys,
black
you guys,
things?
let me give you a perfect example of why
What
you
are
need
you
to,
saying?
why you need to kill greed in your life. I don't want to mention name, but you guys all know what I'm talking about. There was a former petroleum minister, lady. We all heard of
That's a
how,
perfect example of,
we all
of
heard of
stealing what you
how
don't need.
many billions and billions she
Bro,
stole.
do you know how much we have collected from that woman?
So let me make you guys.
That money has not finished.
So let me make you guys laugh. You know she was never poor.
Oh, she was not even.
She was never poor.
Yeah.
She just
She was
needed
working.
to make
she
sure
was
that
working
she was
in
never.
the petroleum industry. She was a big woman by any standard.
But she needed to buy diamond bras.
Bro, she could buy that. So what I'm trying to say is, before she even became petroleum,
How do you know that you're rich and without bra? Bro,
before
if
she
I'm
be-
on the beach, I need to do like
Baba,
this now. You
before
see
she
diamonds
Baba,
now.
so
What's
guess
wrong
what?
with you? I don't like this.
She was working for a top oil firm in Nigeria. Before
Yeah.
she became petroleum minister,
Minister, yeah.
she could buy diamond bras.
Oh, she
There-
could?
Yeah, there was a guy before her. What's that guy's name? Kachugu, petroleum minister.
Kachugu.
Oh, the guy that they found.
No, Kachugu was stainless. Kachugu used to come to interviews
money.
wearing $20,000 chinchilla jackets.
Ah!
He was a rich guy. Baba na OG now. He didn't have to steal money. That was his. You can't see Kachuku and say, oh, why is he wearing this? That was his life before he became
Yeah.
minister. So imagine a Kachuku now stealing billion. You don't need
Bro,
it.
it's-
I-
bro,
I get
quickly,
it,
let me
but
end
only
this.
need
Let me
it.
end this.
because you
few
guys
more
don't
minutes.
Bro,
say
let me
this.
end this
Let me
with.
say
Let me
this.
end this with a song. Let me end this with a song. Asha sang the song and she said, "I heard a baby say, I want to be president. I want chop money for my government. What he don't know, what he won't know, what he can't know. They're all jailers. We are all jailers. What that means is all of us, we are all in this together. If we don't change our orientation, if we don't change our minds,
Yeah.
we cannot produce what is good. Look, you can't give what you don't have.
True
On
That's
that, I
it.
need to quickly take all the feedbacks. Thank goodness you're not a musician. That was horrible.
Nobody will buy that album.
At Dangler says, I agree with Rich
Make I
Uncle.
no catch you outside.
You make money and spend it. Just don't be reckless, Sha.
be reckless.
At Shah Jaye says, to be honest, even if we don't want to say it, Babajide Sanwo-Olu is a perfect example of a governor who knows what he's doing.
Boy, and try.
At
Boy,
Laurel
and try.
says,
Thank you. What's the name of the vessel again?
at Shah Jaye.
One bottle
At
for you.
Laurel says, Omo, una de para on this black table. Oh. This sex
para.
matter, pain una. Big ups for the honesty. Thank you. At Yaga says, now we know all it takes to calm Rich Uncle down is to put Bobby in.
Zero apologies.
At Akola Hon
Zero
says,
apologies,
life
bro.
no ad. Money for hand, wig for head, dress for body, back for ground. And then at Zappy C55 says, I like Deck's submission on a guy being responsible to just pay for the thief here. If you have it, just pay it. Insisting on the ladies' part is a no-no.
OS don't drop
screaming
quotes.
OS.
OS
And then
don't drop
at-
quotes.
At Kotokpo says, the system has encouraged people to be greedy.
Yeah.
At Farad, change starts with you.
It does,
I'm solidly
bro.
behind the navigator with this one. At this point, we need to take our quick.
Wait. Sorry. Somebody said navigator.
Eh.
No, you don't. No, so that's the
Now,
problem.
Vito.
No, the problem is you're not even
Navigator.
seeing the real problem. I'm
problem is not seeing the real
solidly
problem.
behind.
Exactly. At this point, we'll be taking our just the tape and.
Can I do
gentlemen,
just
no,
the tip?
they are not doing the
Please,
tip.
just
No,
do
no,
the
you
tip.
put everything
Why
inside.
can't we have
Small
two
tips.
tips?
Just
Why can we not
Okay,
have
let
two
him put
tips?
his own
Why
tip.
can't we have
I can't put
Are
my
we not
tip
four guys?
now.
Why can't we have four
One
tips?
tip is okay.
Just the tip.
I don't.
Go ahead, please.
My tip for today: watch all Black Table episodes of 2024.
Your life should be better.
Your life will be better in 2025.
I swear down.
All
I
right,
swear
thank you.
down.
Thank you very
I
much,
swear
gang.
down.
Okay, we have like 1 minute. Let's have you just a tip.
We need to purge our minds
great.
as Nigerian citizens. If we don't do that, we would continue to roll in that bubble.
It's a bloody circle.
It's a
It's a
bubble.
bloody circle.
It's a bubble. That bubble will just continue. It's like we're just recycling people.
It's a
That's
bloody
just it.
circle.
Purge our minds will definitely begin the change.
All right, thank you very much, Deck. Thank you very much, Okolo Afemi. And of course, thank you, gang. It's time for us to go. It's been an exciting edition of the Black Table. We hope to see you soon, very soon. But till then, we say
Happy
keep
holidays.
it real, happy holidays, and have a good night.
We'll drop the address of the end of the year part.
The end of the
There was
year
someone
part.
like-